Wellington Square. Book 1. Moving in. Rocky and his mother and his dog, Max, were moving into Wellington Square. Rocky's mum gave him the key and said he could go in first to his new home. The removal men began to bring in the furniture. But Max and Rocky got in the way. Max saw his favourite chair and tried to jump in it. "Go outside, Rocky," said his mother. "I'll need your help later. Go into the square and take Max with you. Go and meet the Duke of Wellington." Rocky wondered what she meant, but he and Max did as they were told. In the square there was lots of grass and some trees. There was a playground with a sort of ship and a wooden fort. Children were running all over it, and in the middle of the square was a statue of a man on a horse. There were some words at the bottom of the statue. Rocky read them, and they said, "The Duke of Wellington." "Meet the Duke," said Rocky to Max. But Max had gone. Rocky looked around. And beyond the statue was a pond, and beyond that was a shed. Someone had put a notice with the words "Fred's Shed" on the door. And in front was a big pile of leaves. "Where are you, Max? Come here," called Rocky. The door of the shed flew open, and out came Fred. The pile of leaves burst open too, and out came Max. Leaves flew everywhere. "Take that dog away," shouted Fred. "How can I look after the square if your dog's doing that?" Max turned ready to run away. He forgot about the pond and fell in. "That's right," yelled Fred. "Jump on the fish. Use it like a swimming pool." He had a rake in his hand, and he went towards the pond as if to help Max. But Max was too quick for him, and he was out of the pond and racing past Rocky before Fred could get near him. Rocky ran after Max. He could hear Fred grumbling behind him. Max dashed to the playground and into the fort where the other children were playing. Once he was there was a loud shout. "Put it down! Give it here! Bring my ball back!" And Max, the dog, appeared with a ball in his mouth. He was followed by a boy who was bigger than him, had his name on the front of his shirt, Kevin. "We were playing with that ball, and then your dog picked it up and ran off. Come here. Good boy, come here." "Drop it. Drop it," said Rocky. Max did as he was told, and he dropped the ball. The other children gathered round to pat Max. Rocky stepped back. The big boy, Kevin, bent down to pick up his ball. Just at that moment, Max shook himself, and water flew everywhere. It went over everyone, but most of the water went over Kevin. "I think we better go home." "Come on, Max," said Rocky quickly. Before the others could move, Rocky and Max were running towards their new home at number 5. The removal men had just finished, and they were still there. They were having tea in the kitchen. "Did you have fun out there? Did you meet anyone nice?" they asked. Only the Duke," said Rocky. "The others were not friendly." Rocky's mum arrived. "That dog of yours, he's all wet. Look, there's water everywhere. Take him outside and dry him off. I will be very cross if he's wet again." That night, Rocky lay in bed, and he thought about his first day in Wellington Square. He'd upset the man who looked after the square, and Max had socked the children who lived in the square, and his mother was cross with him. It couldn't be worse. But it had been rather funny after all. He cheered up. Life could only get better. He thought he was going to like living in Wellington Square.